Chainscrape. Jerome said I could get my bow upgraded in there. Might be able to tinker with my other gear, too.
And this is why I love the sound.
Outlander approaching.
Is that the Savior?
Wanna come in, Savior? Welcome to Chainscrape, Savior.
Open up, guys. Jor's orders.
Good enough for me.
What did I do?
This should be useful. Now I just need to find Erend and help him clear the bristleducks. Is that a tripwire? Whole area's rigged with them.
Hey! You! Make it worth your while if you kill these scroungers!
It's always something. Hold tight! I'll see what I can do!
Try luring them into the tripwire! Nah, why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are? Why kill it like that? What do you think the tripwires are for?
That's the last one.
Hello, Red. What a day.
Thank the Forge you showed up. Tripwire's handy, but sure nothing's a youngin's game. Come on over. Let me get things proper-like. I see you're a practice. Took you less time to kill those scroungers than Vanguards to kill one bristleback.
So the Vanguards came through here?
Yeah, just a bit ago. But then those scroungers showed up to carve the carcass. Then another bristleback ran through.
So the Vanguard went...
Probably. The Vanguard seemed dead set on...
I see.
Hold on there, Red. You're gonna go chasing across not just any tripcaster. One of my...
Workmanship looks solid enough.
Yep. Been tweaking the design since I left Chain Scrape. More room to tinker out here and less chance.
I should...
While you're... Did you know they...
Maybe. So Erend headed south. Should be able to pick up his tracks with my focus. I'll have to find a cauldron out here to learn how to override them. Headed up the hill. The errands? Let's see where this leads. These bristlebacks are everywhere. Ow! Sounds like someone's putting up a fight. Those bristlebacks have acid canisters on their backs. It should trigger a chain reaction if I hit them with acid arrows.
And turn him to scrap, Aloy! Oh, like hammer to metal!
Yeah, I know.
Aloy. Yeah, you might have to meet me halfway here. Ah! Ah! Caught me at my best, as usual.
Well, you did the hard part. I just took care of the stragglers. How bad is it?
Who needs ribs, huh? Oh. I'm good, I'm good. Huh. Okay, well, I know you didn't come all the way to the Daunt just to watch me get wrecked. So what's the story?
I need the embassy. Erend, it just...
Really? I mean, but...
Erend,
Alone.
Erend! I hate to interrupt the romance, but I'm pretty banged up here.
Don't blow your blaze, I'm coming.
This just keeps getting better. Listen, if you want this, we're gonna need this.
Oh. I'll clear the Valley of Bristleback. I'll catch up with you there.
Well, I guess that's sort of...
I'm sorry?
You?
Where is this...
Hey,
It's...
all right. No,
You left. I mean, what kind of...
Erend, I left...
Oh,
Listen to...
are you talking? Well, I get... No.
That doesn't sound good.
You'll have to handle that one on your own. We'll only slow you down.
Here's the quarry Theros mentioned.
Break those ass chuckles!
One less machine.
Those asses with us for our friends.
Incoming. Another one down. One less machine. Another one down. There. Quarry's safe.
Stranger, come on over here. We gotta talk. I don't know what Honora's doing out here, but consider yourself owed. We tried to hold off and wait for the Vanguard, but one of them bristlebacks charged us. Next thing you know was a full-fledged fracas.
Is everyone okay?
We lost some good people, but we would have lost the whole quarry without you.
Well, at least it's quiet now.
Your ears ought to be ringing with a quarry at work, but Chainscrape's whistle ain't blowing, so we're stuck picking up the pieces.
You need the whistle to get back to work?
Me and my crew were just little cogs out here. Can't lift a hammer till Olvin blows that thing. Cause if we work without his say-so, he'll ban us. And my people have been through enough.
Olvin holds that much power?
He's got the money and connections to snuff our fires for good. Almost feels like we stood a better chance with the bristlebacks.
What are you and your crew?
We're supposed to be working Olvin's claim, digging out stone to show our bear, but the work stoppage and the bristleback. Never seen those blasted. Where in?
I'm not sure. I need to get going. Stay safe.
Thanks to you, that.
I think I've cleared out most of the bristlebacks. Valley should be safe enough to travel. I'll go give Vladis the good news. Then maybe this embassy can finally... open. man, I can help!
Try pushing it off.
Look like I'm just enjoying the view here.
Let's do it. It's a ruin from the old world. I could find something interesting inside.
Mighty thankful to you, Savior.
Shock ammo would come in handy. Time to give Wadis to Baron Light.
Eyes up here, sister! Took you long enough.
The way to Baron Light is clear. Get moving.
You're not errant vanguardsman. I will move only when the captain
When I've
says...
cleared out all the bristlebacks, which I have. Captain's orders.
So they're okay?
Banged up, but breathing. And waiting up ahead for you.
Well, I shall not be moving anywhere until the whistle has sounded. If it is not safe for them, then it is not safe for me.
Fine. I'll make sure the whistle gets blown, and then I'll be back.
Hear that? We're not leaving yet. Unpack the cart!
No. I'll be right back. Don't get comfortable.
As if that were possible here.
Petra mentioned Ulvund is supposed to be in charge around here. Guess I should talk to him to get the whistle blown.
Hey!
Hey.
Hey, Milda. Milda. Kept me going for... Felt like I could have put a strap...
Enjoy it while it lasts.
Sounds like you're serving up
Not again. You can have the discount too, but you'll have to come back later.
I think you have me confused with someone else.
Ulvund didn't send you?
No.
Oh, no. Since I'm in the midst of a crisis, perhaps you could...
Some of your...
Of course.
Are Ulvund's people causing you...
Oh, yeah. They cost, but the equipment I need to make my signature dishes isn't built for batch cooking. And don't get me started on the Ulvund discount.
And if you...
I make meals. No trouble.
How did you end up in...
Heard about a new and upcoming town at the edge of the frontier. Where there's a town, there's a tavern. So I got myself... Some of these people had never tasted proper boars and berries. Anyway, next thing...
Your last customer mentioned your cooking really kept him where I'm headed. I could...
I would be happy to oblige.
But
my special groove griddle is no more. Without it, I can't cook. I hate to think what'll... Even if I already... Unless...
What do you need?
For the ingredients, a few pieces of decent wild meat, and that'll do. As for the griddle, Korg, until I can have a new one, you'd likely find one in the scrounger pile. Don't worry, I'll clean it. You'll have no issue, assuming yours.
Thanks, Milda.
So that...
And
If you...
Already got enough wild meat. Just need to pick some bitter leaf and grab another panel from the scrounger pile.
Come to revel in some strike, sister? Let me set the book.
I was just...
First, well, I got an extra set. A Tanakh. Sit. I'll give you something special. All right, let's start off the Tanakh. We each get and each to win the game, you'll need to get. It can be tricky, remember it. So, you see that number? That there help the okay. That I own them. Since this is usually you get pick up that. And remember, each machine can only move. Take a look at your notes if you need. Perfect. There's not much else to do for now. We still got a lot of ground to cover. End your turn. Best end your turn so we can keep going. You have to end your turn there, Red. We're 4. And we're back to you. This time, why don't you try attacking one of my pieces? Try with that machine on your right first. Now move the piece close enough to attack. Don't be shy now. Move that piece closer to one of mine. When you'll be testing your machine's and its own this board and your so in total since my and just like so right. This means did you get up? Knew you were finish up. Not pulling any. Now grab that second machine of yours. Pick up your other machine. Come on, I want to. See how your machine can't move close enough to attack mine? You can make your try. Downside to sprinting. Now but so you let's try. That's about it for your. Now, I'll let you in on that machine. Same as in the wilds. Machines have both. You can see them blue. Hit them there. Now, here, let me show. It's easy. Rotate your machine. Gotta rotate that machine if you want to attack my piece. Now let that... Off the board she goes, and there's your first victory point. You don't have set your machine. Go ahead and move. You've already attacked a machine. Let's keep this game going. Overcharge your... You're still getting... Why not attack my machine? Ain't that a thrill? Now, we both get the good news is, you're gonna receive, which means you can, that's why now. But that wasn't so hard, was it? Just remember, you'd be surprised the advantage you can gain over an opponent. I know it saved my behind.
I'll try and remember that.
Oh, before I forget, these are all my spare pieces. It's a small set, but you might even, they've got, though they'll, or, no, I've lost word. Now, I could,
thanks.
I knew I'd make a strike player out of you yet. How about this time I tell you how to use a board's terrain to your advantage? This one's got all the different terrains you can encounter in a game of Strike.
Sorry about that.
Knowing when and how to use them can mean the difference between victory and defeat. Terrain may, as you know, you compare the higher you... So find here. Grab that piece to your left and move. Now combat and since it's all add those it's so this go. There you go. Now it can also help defend your machines from attack. Grab your since your machine it's this but this now this which you'll when you can go. Ha! See, sure, both our machines will, but knocking my not all. All right, as we've seen, the higher the terrain, the more it'll add to your machine. However, there are two other. This is what we call a chasm. Only fly, but it'll take away two. This is marsh. Landing on it will take. It'll also keep your machine from. Here, let me show you. See? All you can do now, or you can overcharge. You can still attack any near. Well, I promise it'll all. Here for more tips? Why don't I tell you a bit more about the pieces we used to play? In a normal game, you get to choose which machines you place on the board. Each one is worth a certain number of setup, and you can knowing what building an arm is the key. When assembling first and foremost, you can never, with that in mind, how far they, but a real, let's take a quick, all right, let's talk about the different ways in which a machine, in other words, if you look at, you can also, a melee, we've seen this, so, great, now grab your, looks like we've got ourselves a gunner type machine here. This means they'll only hit, let's move that machine forward so we can take a look. Why don't you move that forward for me? Let's go with this piece first. This is a ram type machine. Attack an enemy with it and it'll push the piece backwards. Like this. See, now my machine has taken over your machine's spot on the board. This is a great way to take the advantage away from your opponent if they have the higher ground. Looks like we have one more piece to look at. Now this is a beauty of a piece, a dash type machine. When it attacks, it'll move to the end of its attack range and damage every machine in its path, including your own. So make sure you take a good look at the board before you send it off to the races. You should also make sure it's able to finish its attack on an empty spot. Otherwise, you won't be able to attack at all. Here, I'll show you. Look, it even rotated your piece. A nifty little piece you'll definitely want in your set. If you look at your notes, you'll notice this particular machine has one of, there's quite a few of those, and we haven't even looked at all the machines, but I'm pretty sure it's got, I think that, Here we go. You're up, Red. Time to make my move. Board's all yours. You got me down to one piece. I am impressed. My turn. That's it for me. Now that was a game, even if I lost. Let's play. Time to get serious. Your move, Red. That was brutal. I'm up. Your turn. Hey! Oh, that was the perfect spot. A single machine left? That ain't good. Okay, let's see. Board's all yours. Time to get serious. That's it for me. My turn. Knocked right off the board. Guess luck's not on your side today, Red. Let's do this. Okay, let's see. You're up, Red. to make my move. Your turn. One less piece on the board. Well, that's done now. Off the board it goes. I'm up. Your move, Red. Just one piece left. That sure dampens the forge. I'm up. Your move, Red. Time to get serious. I got a tough fight ahead of me. Board's all yours. Okay, let's see. Oh, I won! Probably shouldn't sound so surprised, huh? This is gonna be fun. That's it for me. Time to make my move. Your turn. That was a surprise. Hey, I like that piece where it was. Knocked right off the board. One less piece on the board. Well, that's done now. Oh, we can stop if you want. I'll see you later, Aloy.
the side here, Olvund. The Bristlebacks threaten us all.
What do you want, Olvund? Some kind of payment?
My dear magistrate, if you want that whistle blown, all you have to do is have your soul remove the Bristlebacks and sign the concession decree. Face it, what other choice do you have?
Hi.
Savior, what?
We might.
Very well.
So,
Maybe.
I've heard many tales of your Olvund freeholder. So, what could have dragged you away from the fine silks and wine of Meridian to this smudge of a settlement? Your saviorly attention must be...
I'm here for the embassy and...
The embassy? Ah.
Once I've dealt with any problems around here that need my...
Ah, the Bristol... Got to get rid of them if you want that... Well...
Not so fast. You don't seem to have a high opinion of the Magistrate.
Well, I refuse to play nice to some fancy-robed parchment pusher when my fellow laborers are being bullied, intimidated, and taken advantage of.
How noble of you.
Noble? Ha! Born with a hammer. Nobody handed me anything or dropped opportunity into my lap. Everything I've achieved, I've done on my own.
And where is this hammer now?
The, burden, the Carja risk nothing. While demanding that good Oseram, someone had to step up and say...
You ordered the work stoppage?
Indeed I did. We're laborers, not soldiers. Until the Carja clean up their mess and give us the fair deal, I'm not risking Oseram life.
Fair deal? You mean your concession decree?
It's not mine. It's on behalf of all who do all the back-breaking work, while only the Carja reap. All we're asking for is the ability for a land worked by the people, for the people.
Right. And just how much would be your share?
Only an amount appropriate to my contributions.
If Chainscrape is on Carja land, shouldn't a Carja be—
The sensibilities of good Osra. You think a Carja can head this whole vent? Ah! The magistrate can barely make the trek from Barren Light without losing a few screws.
So you have no real authority then? People only follow you because you say so. Loudly.
Anyone who has followers has authority. I mean, and its honest folk know I'm indispensable to its success.
You said you founded Chain...
Practically found. I alone saw its potential when it was just a smattering of... I invested in the mine, convinced some friends back home to do the same, and here we are. You could say Chainscrape is what...
Oh, so you're not just standing around and prop...
Not at all. But my main is to look after the well-being.
I cleared out all the bristleback.
Oh, you did?
Now that you've recovered from your shock, time to blow the whistle.
Oh, there, not so fast. I'll have to send someone out to Shouldn't take more than a day.
No. You blow the whistle now.
These are innocent Osram lives were...
Either you do it now, or I will.
Ah, I knew you could do it! You...
And...
Yeah!
Yeah!
Woo!
Yeah!
Don't...
Yeah. Well, the Chainscrape's back to work. Merchants should be open to trade. I should see if they have anything useful before I send Wadis off to Barren Light. Better see what that Carja magistrate wanted. I bet he's in the tavern.
About time that whistle blew.
Do I have to say it every time? Every time.
Brought out only the good stuff for you, Red. Seeing as you got that... Come back any...
Even know, in my personal experience, the hunter bows are better with advanced hunter arrows. Eventually I'll get advanced precision arrows though, which are absolutely broken. I'll probably start that road as well. Yeah, no, they're slow.
Seems like Bitterleaf likes to grow on rocky terrain. You heard the whistle. Time to go.
But I was supposed to have 3 escorts.
I'm off to Barren Lightwood East. Like Aloy said, Captain's orders. You can stay here.
Abandoned to the riffraff? I think not.
Guess you're coming with me then. See you there, Aloy.
Well, now that that's done, the embassy can finally get underway. If I can get through it.
Alright, I don't know. Right. What the hell, man? This Valor Surge I will be using constantly throughout the playthrough, by the way.
I'll be able to track down Silence. Hades. Maybe even a Gaia backup. Guess I could head straight to Barrenlight. Or poke around the mount some more first. And maybe take Petra up on that drink. I could get around faster if I find a charger to override. I'll save the extra stock for later.
No.
It's a ruin from the old world. I could find something interesting inside. Okay, what do we have in here? I'll give up the hunt soon enough.
Oh.
An old world relic. How do I get in there to get it?
What? Oh.
Looks like this door needs some kind of key module. Maybe there's one in the ruin? Some data survived. There's a code for a locked door in this data. But I still need to find a key module.
There's a soft like myself. Damn it.
Spellcaster won't work on that.
The only... Oh, wait.
A crate. That should be useful. Haven't found a key module. Maybe I should take another look around. Okay, gotta find a key for the door. No use trying to pull that. There's nowhere to ruin down here. Where to now?
No.
That's not gonna budge from here. Pull that. Something caught on something.
This is definitely not intended. Boom.
I don't think I can pull that. Find this in my stash later.
Be afraid when I start thinking. Oh, it's not as obvious as that. What? I can do this. Right. If I land on that, then I can. Then chances are I will be able to jump here. Oh, but then we need to shield like, wait, no, you live here. But then there's no way out.
Well, I can't reach the ledge above now. Guess I'll have to find another way up.
Or I'm just extremely stupid.
Can't pull it from here.
What do you mean?
Okay. Now where does this lead? The key module.
I have to find another way up. Nah, fam. That you had the sequence break.
Okay, let's see if this key fits. There. Looks like this needs a code, too. I think some of the data I picked up might help.
Two, 3, 7, 1. Zone.
No, that's not it. better keep it safe. Maybe I'll figure out what to do with it later.
Ah, my card is in there.
Barren Light. Last part of the Sundom before the Forbidden West. Karja Horn. Maybe that means the embassy's starting soon. Alright, I should find whoever's in charge here. But first, I could resupply at my stash. Might be worth taking a look around, too.
And something is about to happen.
Lighten up,
Paid. You got a...
Are you in charge around here?
Apologies, no. That would be Commander Nozar. I'm Lawan, the second in command. So, what brings Aloy of the Nora to Barren Light?
I'm here for the embassy. I need it to happen so I can head west. And maybe now that Studious Wadis is here, we can finally get things underway.
Yes, the Sun Priest. Walked in practically kicking and screaming behind his escort. Really seems to like his scrolls. But the embassy remains delayed. Commander Nozar has signaled our readiness, but the Tenakth marshals have yet to sound their horn.
All right, fine. Let me through.
I'm sure you do, but I'm afraid I can't. Normally, the gates are open for any who dare to venture out. Oseram salvagers, but no one's allowed in or out. Now we're open.
So what happens at the...
Mostly trade and negotiation. The Karja offered tribute of food, spices, and gear. In exchange, the Tenakth returned personal effects taken from Karja soldiers that fell during the Red Raids. This particular embassy, however, is a special case.
Special how?
The Tenakth are returning one of our own, a soldier by the name of Fashav. He's been their captain for 5 years. The exchange has got everyone on edge. You never know if an embassy's going to go well until it's practically over.
You said something about...
They're the tribe's elite warriors. Before they arrive with a contingent of soldiers from each of their three... Then, during the proceedings, they negotiate. And by negotiate, I mean stay. Paiv over here came face to face with them for the first time and came back drenched in his own sweat.
It was hot that day, sir.
It wasn't.
Where is this commander know if he's the one keeping the gates?
I'll take you to him, but the commander isn't one to break protocol.
We'll see about
this way.
There's a lot of activity going on around here.
The Tanakh tore down this place during the Red Raids. 2 years of labor, we still have a long way to go. The work stoppage and chain scrape nearly halted our rebuilding efforts. But I hear a certain aura.
5 ales in you?
With 5 ales in me, I'd just be evening the odds.
Of what? Falling on your ass?
I was just helping out.
Yes, well, I'm sure Olvin was thrilled.
Savior! Savior! For the love of Dawn, Conover, give it a rest.
Stand aside, soldier.
Sir?
How are we to hold an embassy with a tribe that can't even govern their own people?
What more can you expect from barbarians? Aloy, was it?
Yes. The one who cleared the valley for you? That Aloy.
We appreciate your service. At least we are ready for the embassy to begin.
Didn't you just give the signal?
Both sides must signal readiness. Until the Tanakh sound their horn, we wait.
Yea, for as the first shall be...
Shut up. Why the delay?
The Tanakh are a tribe composed of 3 clans. How many banners do you see?
You're just gonna wait? Go find out what's wrong.
Oh, this isn't some forgotten corner of the East where you come from, Nora. It's the Forbidden West. If you don't like it, run back to Meridian, file a complaint.
The Meridian I saved, you mean?
That's right. Nobody walks to the gate until the 3rd clan arrives and the Tanakh's horn has sounded. Not even the savior of Meridian.
Well, thanks, but I've waited long enough. It's time to go.
Absolutely not. This embassy depends on diligent adherence to... You shall not!
Keep telling yourself that.
Someone approaching! On a machine!
Varl. Open the gates, please.
Do not let her through that gate! That is a direct order!
Sorry, can't do it.
Sir, it's the Savior!
I don't care if it's the devil between herself. The gate is sealed, so that horse road.
I'm asking nicely.
I don't know what to do.
Hey, Varl.
Hi, Aaron. What's happening?
You know, the usual. Aloy wants something. People try to stand in her way. It's not gonna work.
That's it. Arrest her.
I'd like to see you try.
Supporting fire?
Yeah, I'm locked and loaded. Hey, Nozar! You stupid bastard. You think you got the authority to keep that door shut in the savior of Meridian's face?
He's drunk.
What do you think Sun King Avad is gonna do when he hears what you did? Promote you, huh? Let her through, boys. Saving the world.
Forgot something back in Meridian?
Look, Varl.
It doesn't matter. Made it just in time. tribe that Marad told us about, the Tanakh. We need their permission to go west?
Yeah, well, I figured it'd be nice if they weren't trying to kill me the whole time.
But this embassy hasn't started yet. We're just gonna barge in?
There's no more politics. No more delays.
Oh well. Now at least you have some backup.
I guess I do. We'll see how it goes.
That is the line between East and West. Cross it and die.
Hold on now. Let's take it easy.
None may walk this valley until our signal sounds. That was our accord with the Karja.
I'm not Karja. I came here on my own to ask for rite of passage.
But they opened the gate for you, did they not? What is the meaning of this violation?
Why send a child? Do they want to parley or not?
The Karja can't be trusted. This is known.
Forget the Karja. This has nothing to do with them. I need to go west to save lives. Maybe even yours.
The only lives you can save are your own. By turning back. Now.
Hold!
Hey, no.
She's telling the truth about one thing. She's not Karja. She's a Nora from the Savage East. And if she seeks to save lives, should we not listen? Let me speak to her. One last favor for a fellow marshal before he's taken away. A fearless, red-headed Nora. You must be the so-called savior of Meridian.
Just Aloy.
I am Unyielding Vashav. Once of the Karja High Command, last of the army of the setting sun. You'll have to forgive my comrades. Tension. They're about to return me to the Sundom, a gesture that might help soon. And now you arrive.
I'm not here to cause trouble.
So you say, but I need to know why.
I've never seen markings like those.
The Karja see ink as decoration. For the Tanakh, it is much more. A litany of deeds. A record of vanquished enemy.
Looks like you vanquished.
I've fought my share of battles, but I feel that my life, like this side, shows my martial deeds. Before I die,
How did you come to be?
It's quite a story, though I suppose neither of us is going it. Are you sure you want to hear it?
I guess we have to.
Very well. I marched with Sun King Jiran's raiders when they came west, hoping to moderate their worst impulses. I failed. Of course, they committed unspeakable atrocity. When the clans overran our forward encampment at Cinnabar, I stayed behind to help the last stragglers evacuate and was taken prisoner. I didn't make it easy for my captors, mind you. And they paid me back in kind on the journey to their capital. I lost so much blood on the way that I was white as a corpse when they threw me before Chief Hekarro. I thought I was dead for sure, so
So when you met the Tanakh chief...
I'd kept my ears open as the Tanakh dragged me along, and I heard mutterings about a kind of trial by So, when they flung me, called the Kulrut, thinking that by winning I could my life, or even the other Tanakh howled, but Hekarro stared them. Evidently, he allowed me to participate in the Kulrut.
You said the Kulrut is a Tanakh's trial by combat.
Yes, but it is no ordinary trial. It doesn't pit men against each other, at least not directly. Instead, the combatants fight machines in a great arena, and only the strongest survive. Believe me, it is no easy thing to stare down a charging machine while hundreds around you scream for blood.
I know more about that than you might think.
Do you? I had hopes for freedom, but...
You wound up serving
The winners of the Kulrut must serve the chief as his marshals.
You mentioned that word before. What is it?
The word itself refers to a kind of protective spirit from the ancient past. In practice, marshals are Hekarro's roving lawgivers, part magistrate, part judge, part executioner. I won my place among their ranks and served as honor demanded, but many Tanakh still spat on the ground when I walked by. That they did. Until I started forcing them to the ground to grind their faces in it.
I guess that's one way to deal with it.
As you may have noticed, violence is the native tongue of the Tenakth. To survive, one must master it. The truth is, though, the Karja speak it too. More than they should. I can't blame the Tenakth for hating them.
So then, are you still Karja?
Part of me, yes. Always. Yet there is much to admire about the Tenakth. Especially their chief. I've heard stories about what it was like before his reign. 3 clans always at war, constantly slitting each other's throats. Hekarro and the Marshals have crafted a delicate peace. And now he looks to the future. Who knows? Maybe that future will include cooperation with the Karja.
The Karja talk about Hekarro as if he's a...
The Karja feel compelled to demonize him if only because he swept them from the field. It is true that he is fearsome. When I was first taken before him, I thought he would flay me alive. But he is no bloodthirsty tyrant like the Mad Sun King was. I think that if you were fortunate enough to meet him, you would find that he only wants the best. I hope you do speak to him. So, that's my story. The Karja need to know what I have learned.
Yeah. The way you talk about the Tenakth is a lot different than how they do. Are you glad?
Oh, I'll admit that I wouldn't mind sleeping in a feather bed or sipping wine from the southern vineyards. But I have another goal, and as someone who knows the Tenakth and I'm in a unique position to advocate for both. If Sun King Avad is amenable, my hope is to establish a lasting peace.
The Tenakth don't seem that peaceful.
They're not, as a rule. Chief Hekarro knows that survival of, even if that change means putting us...
You asked. I'll tell you. 6 months ago, the world almost ended in Meridian. That threat still exists. It's getting worse every day. Much calling down storms, poisoning the water, enraging the machines. The source of it all has gone west.
I've seen the signs. And I've an army of demons, vanquished by a red hair. The burden of your task is written across your face clearer than any mark of mine. I'll grant you this, to serve as proof of your right to travel. A task so important. And it's just a tool. Take it from one who aspires to be a diplomat. Chief Hekarro knows the West better than anyone. He may be able to help you. He can be intimidating to others, but don't let that deceive you.
Maybe. If I need him.
Your choice. You can find him at his palace, past the mountains to the southwest. Tell him I sent you, and he'll listen to
Look! The Sky Clan's banner!
Marshals. It wasn't easy, but I brought the Sky Clan with me.
And the commander?
No. I could only convince a few. He isn't yet aware we left.
We have banners from all 3 clans. If there are fewer from the Sky Clan, it can't be helped.
He's right. Sound the horn.
What's going on?
Not all Tenakth can stomach the idea of parley with the Karja, but enough have come for us to begin.
Then I'll be on my way.
No. The other marshals will not permit it. You wanted safe passage, you have it. After the embassy.
The Karja have opened the gates.
As the sun rises over a land at war, so too can it set over a land at peace. Today is such...
me, Marshals! You who claim to be Tanakh!
Regalla. Chief Hekarro's biggest mistake. A rival whom he should have killed.
You have forgotten that our people were born in blood.
Stick to cover! Archers on the ridge!
Fire at the machine riders on the field.
Hey, how's that armor? Do you need help?
Vengeance for Fasha!
I'll skin you both!
Chief, grant me the honor of this challenge.
Granted.
You're next, girl.
I've never seen a shield like that. Better scan it. I can break through a shield if I damage it enough.
Kill it.
Gotta get through that shield.
More effort to clean my blade.
There, now's my chance.
regenerated! Your turn! Come down here and face me!
No! It was an honorable challenge. You've earned your life ticket. Comrades! Mark this day! Today you have decimated the Marshals! Slaughtered the Karja! So begins our war on Hikaru. Move out!
Aloy. We're still trying to sort out this. Seems like the Tenakth have a civil war in there.
That sounds about right. The Marshals weren't expecting Regalla to attack.
And the entire Karja delegation was slain. Nozar, Wadis. Peshav, a massacre. What will you do now?
I have to head west. Hopefully this rite of passage is still good. For what I'm after, I'll cross all of Tenakth territory if I have to.
Then you have a long road ahead of you. This is only the threshold of the Forbidden West. The Tenakth's true domain lies over the mountains that border Plainsong, home of the Utaru tribe.
This isn't Tenakth territory?
All that out there? That's no man's land. It was supposed to be neutral ground, though obviously this Regalla ignored that. Her rebels approached from the north, with all those machines they were riding. They must have made camp up that way.
The rebels were riding bristlebacks. And there were bristlebacks in the Daunt.
Are you saying the rebels let them into the Daunt? How would that even be possible?
I don't know. But it's worth looking into.
While you're at it, There were a number of Karja and Oseram who went out there before the gates were shut for the embassy. Maybe you could check in on them. See if they're all right.
I can keep an eye out. Is there a tall neck somewhere nearby?
A tall neck? There's that one, over there, near the Utara border. But why?
It's hard to explain.
If you say so.
Do you think the Karja will... Seems like you'd have common ground with...
An expedition of the Karja will be taken as the start of a Sun King Avad. That said, we can't allow ourselves...
It's too bad.
At least Nozar went down fighting. Well, no one deserves to go out that way. I'll make sure they're given proper fuel.
About Fashav.
The man was survived for years out in the West, only it's a cruel end for...
There was more. He spoke of advocating for lasting peace.
Too late for...
What will happen?
His body will be kept as a cousin of the Sun King. He will be accorded official right. No soldier could ask...
Fashav called Regala a rival. So...
Yeah, I reckon he should have. Her attack was coordinated and precise.
They knew the lay of the land, and they knew Fashav was going to be handed over at the embassy. If the Tenakth weren't expecting her, she must have spent months gathering an army in secret.
They had to have made camp nearby, somewhere they could lie low until the
I need to be on...
Then
I appreciate it.
Sun watch over you.
Glide in. So, this is the Forbidden West. A whole new frontier to explore. The coordinates from the spire should lead to Silence and Hades. And just maybe, a backup. It won't be easy out there. The Blight, the Storms, Regala's machine riders. But I'll have to push through it all. Find a way to fix the world. Like Elizabeth would. Good spot to test the shield ring. I climb down and I can glide. It worked! That's taking over the land out here, too. What's going on at that camp?
Look at this ABC.
You really think you can do this? Through, come on.
There's a lot of ancient wrecks out here. Must have been a huge battle. The old ones. They gave everything they had to slow down the Pharaoh swarm. To buy Zero Dawn time. Fire's wasted on that machine. for my focus. Tonic. Wherever I light it, I can get data on the surrounding area. Looks like a satellite dish. If I can climb it, I should be able to reach that tall neck easily enough. Too difficult to climb. I'll have to find another way. Generator. Almost dead. There has to be a way up this thing. Can't climb any higher, but looks like this thing can rotate. I can figure out a way to turn the power back on. Might be able to move things around and find a way up. power cell. Disconnected from the main power line. This should get that generator below the dish going. There's the generator. Bet this power cell can get it running. Power's back. I should check that console rifle. Let's see what this thing does. I should be able to get to that tarmac now. Just gotta find the right spot. Looks like I might have to glide onto the tarmac. Just gotta time it right.
Oh my god.
supplies later, sure. Machine's resistant to shock.
Which I'm going to go to scan the Thunderjaw and run them. And run because my life will depend on it.
Rebels. If I leave them be, they'll cause nothing but trouble. I should lie low. Find whoever's in charge and take them out. Maybe then the rest will leave. There are riders patrolling the area. Better stay out of sight.
Movement up there.
Thought I saw something too.
You think we're under attack?
You see that too?
No sign of anyone here.
I didn't see anything.
They spotted me!
Alarm! Alarm! Oh no! You okay?
That has to be the one in charge.
Hey!
It's done. I should check the body. Might find something useful. Should check if there's anything with a lock around here. This key will open that chest. These look like identification tags. I've seen Tanakh soldiers carry them, but never this many. The rebels must have looted them from soldiers they killed. I'll keep them safe for now. Figure out what to do with them later. Without a leader, the rebels should abandon this place. But I can't always deal with them now. Either way, I'm done here. Bothering anyone else? Kind of drone. Is it watching over this area? Might have some useful data. But how to get up there? Okay, then. I should grab the drone's data. Let's go.
No way that I'm dealing with that.
Looks like the coordinates Silence gave. Match that wreckage. Did he install Hades in another Titan? Going down. is it. Location of the coordinates I scanned from the spire. Oh, I hate stepping through this stuff. A workshop underneath a dead Horus Titan. Just the kind of place Silence would slink away to. But what was he doing here? Some kind of log, most of it's redacted. It looks like Silence put a lot of work into forcing Hades to talk.
And yeah.